plant dominate the perennial plant, such as bamboo. So tarun dominated by bamboo is called tarun awi. It combined multi-layered and single-layered arrangement forming often dense canopy of vegetation, which protect against soil erosion and leaching. And subsistence production, but it has the characteristic of commercial production and game banking, because tarun is a kind of tropical rainforest. So many species of plant or insect, sometimes animals live there. So from the point of diversity, it has important characteristics. And soil conservation and sustained productivity, because the multi-layered and single-layered arrangement forming often dense canopy. So many trees and leaves follow, and that are accumulated, and the process is continued. Although the first stage, Sweden agriculture or slash and burn. Slash and burn are included, but forest. Finally, it becomes the forest. But as some period follow, forest is burned, slash and burn again to become the land for the dry rice. But slash burn, timber cut and timber are sold, so that people can get the profit. But not all timber are cut. Important timber that should be remained are remained, and so this this is a type of slash and burn yakihata. But as you know, of course, friend from Bandung knows well. But people in Japan also know, maybe know. Indonesia is so densely populated country, but Indonesia is a densely populated country, but especially Java Island is so densely populated country. Population density is almost 1,000 per square kilometer. On the other hand, outer islands such as Kalimantan, Sumatra, or Papua, not so densely populated. So there is a bright contrast between Java and outer Java. But this practice, found by Otto Smarotto, is located in West Java. So West Java is of course a part of Java Island. So generally speaking, the area that has the practice of tarun in West Java is not so densely populated if compared with other part of West Java, such as Yogyakarta area or Surabaya area, or in West Java also many areas that are so densely populated. But anyway, that is located in West Java. The village we surveyed has a population density around 400 persons per square kilometer. 400 persons per square kilometer is quite less if we compare with other part of Java Island. But if generally speaking, 400 is so densely populated. Japan Honshu Island is almost 400 persons per square kilometer. So we can say that although West Java is so densely populated, but even now the practice of slash and burn are continued. So that is the aspect of slash and burn. As you know, now slash burn is propagated by many scientists, many researchers, because with the way of slash and burn, the forests are maintained. It is not the slash and burn that make the forest deforestation. It is not the slash and burn that make deforestation, but other practice such as making plantation and mismatchment between the land use and local people and so on. Slash burn has many positive sides. So why Otto Smarwato got the idea? Of course, he see the practice of Tarum in the field, but also he got the idea from the Terra's discussion. Terra is Dutch ecologist who have studied on the home garden Twinbao in Dutch for a long time, especially during colonial time. Terra has mentioned that Tarum, that is called Tarum, in the context of mixed garden study explaining the kubun beside the home garden. The kubun is situated near or around the village, sometimes at some distance. The kubun is sometimes planted with fruit trees, coconut plant, sugar palm, banana tea, coffee, or bamboo only. That are distinguished from planting mostly in campus of fruit tree on former ladder field in use of system cultivation instead of kubun, Malay on Java. Instead of kubun, often use Tarum, Sunda, and others outside of Java, Dusun, Ambon, Mamar, Timor, Polrak, Batak, Unu, Achin, Krakatau, Provelejo. That is Terra's discussion. So he used the kubun near around the village, sometimes and sometimes distant. So the idea of kubun, and in West Java, the name Tarum is used. So that is Terra's discussion. So conventional Sweden agriculture, the first is dry rice dominated type, and second is dry rice plus root crop type, and the third is dry rice and miscellaneous cereal type. This is the classification by Professor Sasaki, former director of National Museum of Ethnology, or Minpaku in Osaka. Dry rice is planted 1 or 2 times, and later root crop miscellaneous cereal are planted. Generally, the duration of the cultivation at a plot is less than 5 years, and later the plots are followed, and the people move to other places, or people cultivate other plots. So this is a common practice of shifting cultivation, or slash and burn. People first burn and plant dry rice. After dry rice, people plant root crop, and 5 years use. After that, they move to other place. That is a common practice. But the combination of the planting is different. Sometimes dry rice only. The second is dry rice plus root crop, and the third is dry rice and miscellaneous cereal. That is many trees, millet such as millet and so on. And Tarum has this is a conventional Sweden agriculture practice. But Indonesian or West Java Tarum has the stage of perennial plant, and furrowed forest is also productive. This is quite different characteristic that Tarum has. agriculture. Southeast Asia was divided into three type dominated area was divided into three type according to Professor Sasaki. Indonesia was classified into three parts also. The first is dry rice dominated area that cover almost all Java, mountainous Sumatra and Sulawesi. On the other hand, coastal Java and Sumatra belong to miscellaneous cereal type, and many areas in East Indonesia, such as Papua, belong to root crop type area. 3D agriculture in Southeast Asia can afford to supply people with food that can support around 25 to 30 person population density per square kilometer. So usually 3D agriculture can support only 25 or 30 person per square kilometer, but in practice in West Java has supported far many people if compared with common practice. Why? That is one question. And in the conventional study on 3D agriculture, Tarun is not mentioned. So researcher on 3D agriculture in Southeast Asia don't know on the Tarun or neglected the Tarun. So we can apa bisa kedengaran? Okay, yeah. So Tarun is introduced by Otto Smartwater and introduced to the researcher of ecology, but not yet the Tarun is recognized. Tarun is known by many researchers on seed and agriculture in Southeast Asia. But as I said at the last lecture, of course, we can look for the document on the customary practice in Indonesia. Customary law study group originated from Frankfurt and Hofen. Leiden University has collected huge data on the customary law or customary practice among local people. If we see the Adatrecht bundle or customary law collection, we can find many practice on Tarun actually. Tarun at Gayo, Alas and Batak area of North Sumatra was cleaned plot where sugar palm alone grows, chili and wild plants grow. Furrowed plot was formerly cultivated. In Minahasa, Tarun means forest. Mun Tarun. So Tarun become verb. Mun Tarun means to become forest or to become forest again where people did not cultivate regularly. And Malay people area in Sumatra use the term Burkar Tarun. This word means the young forest land where people get source of livelihood from the open space. They use that term Burkar Tarun, Burkar Tua Tarun Taban. It means all the forest where the area was exploited some years ago, and still people got the material from livelihood. This means the volume 14, page 260. Now in East Java, Tarun means the abandoned home garden or abandoned cultivated land it was not irrigated, cultivated land in the mountainous area. It was planted with other other than rice and did not be located at the center of the village. In West Java, tarum was newly cleared tegal, cultivated dry field. In Borneo, Tidores and Tegalands, the term tarum means forest or right forest. In the Central Java, the cleared land where the dry rice was planted because the water could not be brought. It was abandoned after 1 or 2 times planted with dry rice. The land was called tarum or pung arangan. This tarum belonged to the person who firstly cleared the land. Everybody can cut the weed on the land. The exploiter of the land got the permission from the village head and pay small amount of compensation. So these material show some common characteristic of tarum. The term tarum was used at many areas in Indonesia. Generally, it was not irrigated and located at hilly area or mountain. It means the forest. However, it has been once cultivated and abandoned. As some cases, it was sought as furrowed area. In Central Java, the tarum belonged to the person who firstly cleared the land. That means the person would make use of the land again. So now, among the researchers, tarum is thought the practice of West Java because Otto Smarwoto firstly mentioned that tarum is a practice in West Java, and why Otto Smarwoto mentioned that tarum is a practice of West Java because first Terra, as I mentioned, Terra ecologist of that colonial academia mentioned tarum is a practice of West Java. But actually, tarum are found many places in Indonesia, such as Minahasa, Gayo, or Sumatra, and so on. That means that is located in mountain and dry rice are planted, but that is followed or abandoned, but people will make use of the land again. Somewhat similar to the present tarum practice in West Java. So the discussion on tarum should be reconsidered, I think. Why the term now used mainly in the term of tarum now used mainly West Java and Central Java only. In the accumulation of research conducted by researcher or student at the Institute of Ecology at Pajajaran University show that tarum is in West Java, and there is a case study in Central Java, but no case study in outer island, or no finding that the term tarum is used in outer Java. But the colonial time, of many people have used the tarum in outer Java. One reason may be that researchers are not conscious with the term in those areas. In those areas mean the Minahasa, Sulawesi, or Sumatra, and so on. So only researchers don't know, although there is a fact in those areas. Or people use different term now. Although in colonial time they used the term tarum, but now they don't use the tarum. Other possibility that the tarum is in those areas lost its importance. Now the practice of tarum is not the system of Tarun is not practiced in those areas, Minahasa, Sumatra, and so on. Tarun in the evolution, one hypothesis that overexploitation lead to the reduction of Tarun use. The other hypothesis that the introduction of wet rice cultivation or the other economic activity makes demand to the Tarun plot ease so that Tarun can continue. Tarun is practice of Sweden agriculture, as I said. So the Sweden agriculture usually cannot support so many people. In West Java, on the other hand, so many people live. And as you know, in West Java, so many people got livelihood from the industry or transportation, or the wet rice cultivation. And as you know, not many people got livelihood from Tarun system or Sweden agriculture. But anyway, Tarun is practiced in West Java. In many countries, Sweden agriculture disappeared because of the population pressure, for example, because they need more income. So Sweden agriculture cannot supply a lot of income to the people. So Sweden agriculture declined. That is somewhat common understanding, but maybe not so well tested. But anyway, in old days, of course, Sweden agriculture was such as ban practiced in many Southeast Asia. Now the percentage of the land used for Sweden agriculture decreased quite clearly. And in West Java or in Indonesia, other Indonesia, Sweden agriculture decreased. But now Tarun is even now practiced in West Java. Why? That is the discussion. Sumarwoto mentioned now wet rice cultivation increased, or non-farm sector increased, or for example, migration from rural area to urban area increased. With that way, the demand to the land is decreased, or demand to the land did not increase. That's why Tarun could continue in those areas. The Tarun has evolution so that it is now more productive than colonial time. This is also one hypothesis. Sweden agriculture is practiced in colonial time until now in Indonesia. If Sweden agriculture cannot produce more, people will abandon Sweden agriculture because people need more livelihood from the land. So people cultivate the wet rice, or people cultivate the palm oil, or people cultivate other crop, coffee and so on. People abandon the Tarun or Sweden agriculture. But other hypothesis that Sweden agriculture become productive. Sweden agriculture has the evolution so that they can supply the people with more food. That is other possibility. Maybe the fact is mixture of those many alternatives. So now we see the Tarun Huma system in Cianjur that we have studied for 10 years more. So actually there are many many stages of Tarun system. Burning and slash and burn is called Rarahan. And dry rice are planted, Huma, and vegetable or other vegetable peanuts and so on are planted, and banana are planted in Jami, and Rumangora at that time perennial plant grow, and Rumankorot korot mean the old, Ngora mean young, so Rumakorot out of perennial tree, and Kubun Champuran mixed garden. In the Kubun Champuran, so many kinds of useful plant grow, such as pineapple or nanka or jackfruits or banana or clove or coffee. So many kinds of plant are mixed in the Kubun Champuran, and the Kubun Champuran has more perennial tree. And finally, Tarun, fallow. But in the Tarun stage, that is forest, but a lot of productive trees such as durian or nanka or clove also, and important tree in this area is aren, sugar palm. Sugar palm can produce the palm sugar or brown sugar that is different from the sugar gotten from the sugar cane. This table shows the duration of each stage. This is average months. The Huma Rarahan is only 3 months, Huma 6 months, Jami 18 months, Rumangora 20 months, Rumakorot 30 months, and Kubun Champuran 60 months, and Tarun averagely 35 months, but big standard deviation. So in Rarahan, almost every people has a stage of Rarahan for 3 months, Huma 6 months, no deviation. But in the Tarun or Kubun Champuran, so many variations that we have on the duration of the system. What kind of product they get, or what kind of trees or plant found in the area. In the Huma, paddy, dry paddy is main product. But besides dry paddy, actually many product, many plants such as horticulture, Paraveja is in Indonesia. Paraveja is the term. The Paraveja is Indonesian term. The secondary crop such as potato and so on, banana fruits, wood, bamboo. So we can see many variation. But in the Rumangora, Rumakorot, no paddy, and horticulture also decrease. On the other hand, the perennial plant, wood, bamboo, the land cover trees, so those perennial crop increase. This is only an example at the Rumangora stage. What kind of tree are found? Coconut. This is also not many. Not all. But anyway, we can see the variation. Coconut, mango, pute, rambutan, palm, jackfruits, kumiri, star fruits, orange, mangosteen, kuweni, limus, coffee. This is only Excel cannot show every item. Income from agricultural labor by stage of Tarun system. Stage of Tarun has a stage of the land use, and kind of Tarun supply the rhythm of labor to local people. So in Huma, people are engaged in their own land, but in other Jami, Lumangora, those harvesting from banana leaf. Now banana leaf is quite popular in this area. So at this time, people are not so occupied by the work of their own land, so they work as agricultural labor in the stage of Jami, Lumangora, Lumakorot. Income from non-farm sector by stage of Tarun system. Income from non-farm sector also different from according to the stages. So not all land are found the Tarun system in this area, but anyway, Tarun system make the seasonal change of agricultural labor demand or seasonal change of income produced by non-farm sector. This is a example of this is a Lumangora stage of Lumangora. This is stage of Tarun, almost forest, and this is the aren tree. So and people can get the aren water, and from aren water people can make the aren sugar. This is the West Java where Islam is strong, so no people make the aren liquor, but in Batak area where Islam is not common, people make the liquor, aren liquor from this water. It's quite easy to make the liquor by the aren tree. So a lot of rural male in Batak area are drunken during the daytime also, because it's quite interesting. Tap the aren water, cut one part in the evening, and they can get a lot of water, aren water, until morning, and the water is fermented until the morning. So in the morning, people can get the liquor, aren liquor, and the aren liquor can easily turn in the vinegar. In the evening, the aren liquor becomes the beginner, so they should drink aren liquor. So a lot of people are drunken. This is one state. This is Lumangora also. This can be those areas we can find the land that is prepared for the dry rice. So land in front of us is somewhat like Lumakorot, but those areas we can find the stage of Lalahan. This photo has shown at my lesson of last week. This is combination. Here we can see the place for the Lalahan, or only some week later people people will plant dry rice. On the other hand, this is a part of Tarun, and this is also Tarun. But we can see many. This is banana leaf. So now kind of explosion of banana leaf planting in this area, because banana leaf can bring so good profit to the local people. So this Tarun system can accommodate the booming of some kind of tree, and people now can get a lot of income. The income that people can get from those area is almost same with the income that people can get from the palm tree, oil palm planting in rural Sumatra, for example. This is Tarun. Oh, this is a good scenery of Tarun. So this is also almost tropical rainforest. So with the stage of tropical rainforest, fertility of the land are maintained well, and diversity are maintained, and so on. But this Tarun, this is a Tarun, tropical rainforest. But later, people will cut tree, burn, slash and burn, and start the dry rice planting. So Tarun system is we can say the Tarun system evolution form of Sweden agriculture in Indonesia. So in the first stage, Sweden agriculture has a type that is not different from common Sweden agriculture. People will move from one place to other place after 5-year land use. So people cut the tree, slash and burn, and plant the dry rice, and got the harvest. And 5 years later, they move to other place. And 20 years later, they will go back to the original place. That is the original simple Sweden agriculture type. But in West Java, we can see the evoluted Sweden agriculture. As I said, the traditional Sweden agriculture has only 3 stages: burning, dry rice, and jamming, somewhat cereal food, or such as root crop are planted. After that, they move to other place. But people in West Java made the evoluted system. They continue to use the land by the way planting the perennial tree, and also the combination of yearly tree also so varied. So a lot of stages after Numangora, Kumun Champurang, and Tarun. Tarun is almost tropical rainforest, but and that can be called fallow. But also fallow that is productive. So with that way, the soil erosion are prevented, and diversity are prevented, and productivity are heightened. So productivity increase with that way. So with that way, this land can support more people than the traditional Sweden agriculture. That is our finding. And last March, we had a symposium on Tarun system in our center, and we invite a lot of people from Pajajaran University also, and other people. And they talk about the Swedish agriculture in Southeast Asia. In Laos also, we found, in Laos, Laos is a socialist country, of course. So government controls the land use. So, generally speaking, government people hate the Swedish agriculture because Swedish agriculture is thought as unproductive, old-fashioned, and destructive to the forest. So Vietnam, where that is of course socialist country, prohibit the practice of Swedish agriculture. Now no Swedish agriculture in Vietnam. But in Laos, still we find the Swedish agriculture, but people, the government allocate small land to the people of Swedish agriculture. In the older type, only three system and furrow, 3 stage and furrow. So burning and dry rice and some cereal crop and furrow. So they need, for example, 20 years for the one cycle of land. Because if the cycle is shortened, usually after 20 years people go back to the land. But if people go back to the land only 10 years later or 5 years later, easily the fertility of soil decrease, and land becomes the land will be covered by imperata, or in Indonesia that is named arang-arang. So that the land becomes unproductive. That is a common phenomena. We find so many arang-arang area in Sumatra. I think that is a product of land use that is not suitable for the land condition. So in Laos, government allocate small land to the people of Swedish agriculture. So people of Swedish agriculture complain because the land is too small. In order to maintain their system, they should move to other place and other place and other place and back to the original place. But so they need, for example, 20 hectares in order to maintain the livelihood of the household. But only 4 hectares are allocated to the family. But that is a socialist country. They cannot change the system. But as a result of the government policy, what happened is that the people try to use the fallow with a productive way. So not so different from the type of Rumangora. So they plant a perennial tree in the fallowed stage. With that way, productivity of land increase. So Swedish agriculture can afford more people in Laos also. So I heard the discussion of Laos researcher on evolution of Swedish agriculture in Laos. I found that that is same with the case in West Java. Or West Java, the system is more developed. The idea of developing is somewhat not suitable to the idea of common idea of local knowledge or idea of indigenous type of development and so on. But anyway, indigenous type has their own type of indigenous agriculture has their own development, I think. So from the discussion, I found that the term I have studied for 10 years is the advanced system of Swedish agriculture in Southeast Asia. That's why Tarun is practiced in West Java, where people are so densely populated. And so maybe to the question why Talon is even now practiced in West Java. Sorry. So why we find Talon city agriculture in West Java where the people is so densely populated? Of course, there are hypotheses. So one hypothesis is that now we find Talon in West Java, but that is only that is kind of residual remnant of old days. In the near future, Talon will disappear in West Java. That is one hypothesis. Because Talon is not productive. City agriculture, slash and burn, old-fashioned, unproductive way, that should be distinct, that will disappear in West Java. That is one hypothesis. Second hypothesis is that in West Java, so many alternative of income source, such as the non-farm sector, or industry, or government, or migration, and so on, that make demand to the land ease. That's why, although Talon is not unproductive, but that can continue. That is second hypothesis. The third is Talon become productive. That's why Talon is Talon continued. Talon is in practice in West Java. There are three hypotheses we find, and I think maybe this is one possibility, and this is also one possibility. Or that is, and for that purpose, we can you see? Sorry, apa bisa lihat ini agak susah juga ya. Sorry, ini memang ya we can find many variation of land use. The land use that I show was only the typical type. Actually, so many land use. And this is multiple regression cycle is influenced many factor. Area of highland farm manage distance from the household area of the plot being served, number of plot or number of family member and so on. And from this, not so many meaningful factor. Quite interesting or strange. Distance is negative coefficient. So the land is far. The land is far. Duration decrease. The land is near. Duration of the land is near. Duration of land use. Sorry. Duration of cycle. User influence this factor. Duration of cycle we have discussed. duration of cycle. So for example, the term after acquisition. So the longer they have, the longer the duration. That is finding, and the location is far. The location is far. Duration is shortened. The location is near. Duration is long. Quite strange, actually. Do you understand the meaning? The degree. The land is, if the land is far, it's I think people think that if the land is far, people think it is tiresome to go to the remote place. So the land that is near will be practiced intensely. On the other hand, land far will not be practiced intensely. But this is the opposite. The duration is farther. Farther duration is shortened. Because the land quite near is used for the home garden or kubun champuran or fruit trees land. So the farther the land, more intensive the land is used. And this is non-farm sector, many non-farm sector, and from the such as owner of machine, olive, crop, transportation, rice milling management has regulation coefficient of, so if the person has rice milling, the duration increase. So this is only the stage of discussion. But anyway, we can make analysis like this way. That is only one example. So yeah, so today I cannot conclude on this hypothesis. Yeah, but I think this is that the two hypotheses important. This is okay. This is also okay. This is not correct. If talon will be disappeared in the near future, talon has disappeared already. Yeah, that is. Yeah, but anyway, from today's Talon system evolution form of 3D agriculture in Indonesia. Talon can lose its importance in the future, but maybe sustainable because of its flexible characteristic. We can find this kind of evolution form of 3D agriculture in other places in Indonesia and other Southeast Asia. You can find this kind of evolution form of 3D agriculture. We can find this time of local practice evolution, local practice development. Those local practice is clue to find the solution to prevent the deforestation, burning, or Japanese less management to the forest also. That is my conclusion. Yeah. So any question is okay. Gimana teman-teman? Kalau ada pertanyaan silakan apa saja. Jadi memang di Indonesia ada banyak itu, ada banyak ini kebiasaan yang berarti gitu untuk memikirkan pembangunan gitu atau untuk memikirkan apa memikirkan masyarakat yang berkelanjutan, sustainable society, sustainable practice of forest, sustainable practice of city agriculture, or sustainable way that is suitable to the ecological and environmental condition and keep the biodiversity. Gimana? Yeah, any question is okay. Welcome. 何でもね、どうぞ質問日本語でも構わないし。はいはいはい。My discussion. Yeah. For this city agriculture, people don't move. Yeah, this is of course evolved type of city agriculture. Traditionally, people move, but now people don't move. People, the land cultivated are changing from one place to other place. So people cultivate one place and follow the stage. And when people cultivate follow this type at other plot, people will practice the kuma like that way. 他にはいはいはい。Yeah, of course. So different. Yeah. So at the low income stage, this show as Jami Rumangora, they cannot get a lot of profit from their own land, so they work as agriculture wage labor. That they work at other place. And also, this is a non-farm sector. Non-farm sector means at the stage of Rumangora, people cannot get a lot of profit from their own land, their cultivated land. That they work at the other place, such as a small shop or ngojek. Ngojek means motorcycle passenger car. So with motorbike, they bring the passenger. So taxi, motorbike taxi. So many. Okay. Ojek. Yeah. Yeah. So that they plant the palm tree, palm sugar tree. Palm sugar tree supplies the material for palm sugar industry and also palm sugar trading. And banana leaf is important product now. Banana leaf are sold at Jakarta, Kramatjati market, or Bogor and Bandung, Pasar Baru, and they get huge profit by selling the banana tree. No handicraft. No handicraft. No hand. Yeah, but areng. But areng. Areng tree supplies material that will be exported. Areng tree has a leaf. Areng tree has as you know, the leaf are used for making the sapo and also exported. So quite complicated, and the tree used acacia, and we find teak tree in this region. So the tree are exported, and also the tree are used for making furniture. Ya, Wijayano. Ibu Niko juga. Oh ya, terima kasih. Jadi apa maksudnya, ada gaji untuk saya gitu? Oh ya, terima kasih dah. Nanti saya kesana aku ke Bandung lagi. I'll go to Bandung State Technology again to get the salary. Okay. どうですか皆さん。誰かさっきの話で里山について説明できる？簡単に2、3分で。今日これはね、インドネシアの里山みたいなもんであるわけですよ。ね、そのローカルノレッジ、ローカルプラクティスでしょ。でそれがすごく意味があるわけね。で日本でもそういう議論は里山でやってますでしょ。誰か里山について2分で説明できたら。ちょっと無理か。いいや。他にいいですか？質問何でもどうぞ。日本語でも構わないよ。いい？皆さんいいですか？もうこれは今日の話はもうすぐペーパーにしますので、その時は東南アジア研究とかに読んでいただいたらいいと思いますけど。どうですか？ Do you have a question? Any question is okay. Any question welcome. Okay, in Indonesia, in Japanese, in English, or in Sundanese. Any? もういいですか？ Oke, apa masih ada pertanyaan? Silakan. Ya, nanti. Oke, baik gitu Mas. Biasa lanjutin diskusi di Bandung oke gitu. Hatur nuhun. Sawan surna. じゃあこのぐらいでいいですか？なんか何でも質問あったらどうぞ遠慮せずに。分かった？ちょっと遅れてきた方とか分かった？いいですか？じゃあ今日はこれぐらいで終わりたいと思います。Ya, jadi tutup itu. Terima kasih. Atur nuhun. Ya. 皆さんの中でもローカルノレッジの研究とかね、そういうローカルプラクティスの研究をやってる方はおられますでしょう。どんなことやってるの？誰かやってる人いたら、ね、学童とかさ、農学部でアジアに出かけてってね。でローカルノレッジっていうのは多くの場合住民自身がその重要性に気づいてないわけですよ。 こちらすごいなと思って、これすごいじゃないと、こんなの見とってくんないよって感じで、なんかがっかりするね。それは彼らにとってあまり空気のようなものだからね、全く一般的であって、それがそんな重要とは思わないわけですよね。でそれをこちらが言ってあげるとね、ああなるほどなと。で実際に話聞けばね、彼らはむちゃくちゃよく知ってるからね、当たり前だけどね。そういうことなんですけどそういうことで、私の何でも質問あったら言ってください。あと今日じゃなくてもいいし、また出していただけたらと思います。じゃあどうも今日はありがとうございました。